Amy. Well, happy belated birthday. Hit the hearts for Amy. We're going to hit more hearts for our first date update, too. Happy birthday. I am sorry he died on your birthday, but you know what? It's still your birthday. It's still your day, and it's a day for you to celebrate. And, I hope you had a good day. Pam and Bob, what's up, guys? How are you? Kelly's here drinking her wine back from Florida, I'd assume. ICW from Rob. There we go. We are live on First State Update. See, the good thing about First State Update is they always go on time. If it was up to me running things, I'd be going 5 minutes late all the time. That's why I put it at 8:05 on First State Update, because I can never trust myself to be on time. It's also a salute to TBS, the Superstation. I used to love that when I was a kid. We're here. We're going to have a good time tonight. Thank you to this beautiful Soscia Mania mask from Chuck Sullivan. He sent it in for social distancing. A lot of stuff we're going to talk about tonight. All kinds of stuff. We're going to talk about things from everything. If you haven't heard, Santa died. Yeah, Santa passed away. We'll talk about that. And to Santa, it's a Santa maybe whose lap you've sat on, maybe your child's lap has sat on. He passed away, unfortunately. We'll do a tribute to him. How can you not, right? Santa Claus. Also, we're going to talk about Cafe Riviera if you're in the Concord Mall area. The pizza joint, man. It's been around for years. They're closing down. I just saw that, too. We'll talk about that. There's so much coming up, guys. We're going to take your calls to 302-468-6909, and we're just going to have a good time, man. Just going to have a good time. Let's see. Also, we'll talk about some new movies that came out, because I have some questions about a movie. I want to see if I want to see it or not. Of course, we talk about Black Panther himself. We'll talk about how he passed away. That's a big deal in the news, and a lot of people sad about that. Now, I have never seen the movie. I used to be a comic book guy when I was younger, but with the kid and everything, and just busyness with work, now I plan to check it out. I do know a lot of people were doing this, I think. I guess it's a Black Panther thing. So, RIP to him, but we're going to talk more about that as well. Let me take this off so I can actually breathe. Let me sign into First State Update over here and see what's going on. See what's going on their page. You guys are so great, man. 302-468-6909. You want to get in? We will chat more. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a good time. And if you're here, drop a comment, because I might not see your name pop up. I want to know you're here. And make sure you share this too, okay? JRN Brooks, Soscia is the man. I can't say. He's saying screw a station that did something to me. You know what? That's what they did, man. They know not what they do. They're like young children. They don't know the mistakes they make. That's the mentality. So that you can't be mad at them. You just got to kind of roll your eyes and say, hey, it's their deal. That's what they wanted to do. So that's kind of how we're taking it. But I appreciate your support, JR and Brooke. Concord Mall. That's so sad what's going on there. Having a great time. Let me take this off so I can breathe. First Date Update. Make sure you comment, say what's up. Kristen checking in. What's up, Kristen? Danielle Pollock here too. What's up, Danielle? Watch Danielle. I'm going to wake my 2-year-old up. Hold on. Let me take this down. Social media here. Ooh, look at that. Now I scared everybody away. Everybody's signing off now. Oh, geez, you can see my face. Every time I see my thing, you're running. Oh, that's why I'm better on the radio. Thanks for being here tonight. We're going to do a toast. Now, if you don't know how we do the toast, before we get talking about our topics tonight, the toast is, it's a Saturday night, right? We're having a good time. Got headphone hair now. We're having a good time, and I want everybody to put in the comment section. I always like to see what you're drinking. So First Date Update, you let me know. Social Network, you let me know. That's right, Danielle. Amy, you're having a good time. Let's see. Yeah, Cafe Riviera is closing, and the Santa from the Concord Mall passed away. We're going to be talking about that in a couple minutes. Matter of fact, let's get into the toast. Drop in the comment section what you're drinking tonight. Let me know that. I'm telling you, this is the second week in a row I've had a nice Jack and Coke. I know Sinatra used to enjoy them, so I figured, why not me? You know what I mean? I'm not Sinatra. I don't sing like him. I don't have money like him, but I like Sinatra, so I feel like I deserve that. Let's see. Some people drinking vodka. What's up, Michelle? How are you? Let's see. Dude, you're my kid. Danielle, I'm your kid. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Danielle. Still not drinking. Haley, you shouldn't be drinking. Haley, you should be having chocolate milk or what's it, Ovaltine. Prune juice, perhaps. Maybe somebody's drinking prune juice. That's very gross. Grape fruit 2.0. I love that. Propel water, grape. I used to always drink that from Wawa. Water for Tracy. A Dunkin' Donuts latte for Charisma. Beverly, what's up, girl? Drinking water, Danielle. All right, man. So here's what we're going to do. What's up, Hammer? How you doing joining in, too? Make sure you hit the share button when you just join in. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight, but first we do the toast. So I got a Jack and Coke here. Everybody, cranberry juice and 7-Up fighting kidney stones. Ooh, okay, David. Well, hopefully they pass. That's part of the toast. May David's kidney stones from Florida, may they pass comfortably. It's a Saturday night. Hit that love button if you're watching, man, because we're spreading love tonight. We're having fun. In a world that's so crazy and insane, we just spread love and have a good time. So, machine gun the love button. I love when you guys do that. I love watching the hearts fly up. It's so awesome. And make sure you hit the share button as we toast. Let's see. Ginger ale for Beverly. Water for Melissa. I love that you guys are all having a drink. Okay. To Saturday nights. to kindness in the world. We need more kindness. No matter what's going on, just remain calm and kind. That's the way to do it. And just spread love. That's what we try to do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to come into your life tonight. And thank you for supporting what I love to do. One of these times I'm going to spill this on my computer in front of me, so I have to be careful. Cheers to you. Cheers to Santa Claus as well from the Concord Mall, who made a lot of happy memories for people in and around the area. We'll talk more about that in a little while, but cheers. Thank you for being here tonight. We love you, man. There we go. Drink up. Cheers where everybody knows your name. That's like the Soscia Network social distancing theme song. Teresa, what's up, girl? Thanks for checking in, my friend. Maybe you should be drinking water. Is that what you're saying, Danielle? No. I mean, I'm cool. I usually drink water. I don't drink a lot. I drink when I come on here to have a drink with you guys. Ginger ale. What else? More ginger ale. Oh, Beverly's in the hospital. Beverly, we're thinking of you, my friend. Well, hopefully we can entertain you through your time in the hospital. Also, I'd like you to hit the like button before we even start about this. And I wore this once before, but this is incredible. I looked for years for this. Hit the love button for the Double Dare shirt, baby. Come on, Mark Summers, Harvey, big Double Dare guy, big fan, man. There it is, Double Dare. Dude, there were so many good obstacles on that show. Double Dare. Hit the love button for Double Dare. Ready? It was on your marks. Get set. Go! These two teams will compete. It was awesome. Double Dare was incredible, man. Who doesn't love Double Dare? You can't beat that. All right, let's get into what we're talking about tonight. If you want to call in, by the way, say hello, talk about what we're talking about, maybe play a game. 302-468-6909. Make sure you get in on the fun. Make sure you hit those love buttons all night long because it's Saturday night. Make sure you hit the share button as well. So a lot of stuff to talk about. If you haven't heard, if you're from the area, Santa Claus has passed away. Now, if you're a kid and you're watching this, child, now, Santa's fine. Don't be alarmed. Santa is fine. Santa's okay. What happens at the malls, when you sit on Santa's lap, sometimes it's real Santa, but they never want to make other kids jealous. So they don't tell you when it's the real Santa. The other times it's Santa's helpers. So they're like basically Santa. He just kind of waves his wand and they sprinkles his magic Christmas dust and they become Santa. So you really do meet Santa. But one of the Santas, unfortunately, that gave his life to being a Santa, he did a lot of other stuff too. At the Concord Mall, for years, he had Mrs. Claus there. You remember, a lot of you were checking in with me about this. You sat on his lap as a kid. You still have pictures. You were sharing pictures with us. It was awesome. And some of you put your child on Santa's lap. I don't think it's the most recent Santa. I think it's the one from before that. But what a great looking Santa. And for anybody to do that, man, I think it's so cool. So I just want to give him a big ho, ho, ho. And honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. That's a really cool thing somebody can do. Hit the love button for Santa. Hit the love button for Santa. And he put himself in the obituary, if you didn't see on my page, as Santa Claus. Like, that's his name from the Concord Mall. I mean, there's a lot of sadness if you're not from around here and you're watching going on at the Concord Mall. I mean, a lot of sadness. Chuck Sullivan saying he's the real Santa. Kathy saying that was the best Santa, the one at the Concord Mall that passed away. Unfortunately, we lost him. And let's see what else is happening in comments here. What's up, Horvat? Thanks for checking in, my friend. I'm doing great, Ann. Thanks for checking in, too. Marion, what's up, girl? My phone number's annoying. Why? You don't like 302-468-6909? Why is that annoying? 302-468-6909. Use it. Call in. Say hello. Tell me why it's annoying. I don't understand. Danielle. Well, yeah, the Santa. We're talking about the Santa now. Oh, ADD show. I'll tell you that. At the Concord Mall, he was a really good Santa. And for somebody to dedicate their life to that, and there's so many positive memories, you got to respect that. Chuck Sullivan says the original Santa, hose. Oh my gosh. Don't you know we live in a Me Too world, Chuck? What are you doing, man? You're going to get yourself in trouble. Chuck's a good guy. He's a great guy. I love Chuck. Let's see. Mr. Ulala saying it was sad when the Granite Run Mall went away. Yeah, that's the thing I want to talk about. The Concord Mall, like it's sad for me now because the Granite Run Mall, I mean, I worked there for many years. That went away. That was really sad when that went away. The Tri-State Mall, I used to call it the Tri-State Fall. Remember the Tri-State Mall? It was like the Tri-State Walkway. The Yum Yum Bar, and remember the Yum Yum Bar? I remember that. They had Venus Wigs in there. They had an Eric movie theater. But I think it was the last mall you could still smoke cigarettes in if you wanted to. I remember that like when I was younger. They had a bunch of stuff in there. Let's see who's checking in. Let's see who's on the phone line. Somebody looks like they're calling in. Let's see if we can get this on here. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Put it through here.
Press 2.
Let's do 1. Here we go. Hey, what's up? Who's this?
It's Joey.
Joey Dominic. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. How are you guys doing out there?
We're doing great, and the sociopaths are doing great, too. Everybody checking in, hanging on a first date update. Let's see. Try to see what everybody's saying. Okay, there we go. Everyone's checking in. So, Joey, it's great to have you on here tonight. We were talking about the Santa from the Concord Mall. I mean, Santa plays a very important part in a lot of kids' lives, and that's really sad that he passed away. Do you have any interactions with Santa? I mean, did you meet that Santa? And if you don't, I wonder, how old were you when you found out that? Well, you know what we're going to say without saying it. How old were you when you found out the big secret?
So I found out very young, but it was actually his twin brother. And like, I'll send you that in an inbox. I'm held down, and because I pulled off his beard, but not that one. Not that one. It was his brother in a mall in Hamilton, New Jersey, that I did that. But otherwise, I'm very upset either way about the one in Concord Mall. That's very, very sad. I love how they did the legacy.com version of how they put it. They actually called him Santa Claus. I thought that was awesome about the family.
It's obituary. How I mean, for a guy that has dedicated his life, there's a great documentary. My friend Tommy Avalone, he did it. It's called I think it's called I Am Santa Claus. And Mick Foley's in it if you're a wrestling fan. These guys, these Santas, I mean, take it seriously. You're around, like, they go to this, like, ultimate Santa Claus, and he tells them how, you put certain scents in your beard, and you have to trim your nose hairs because the kids are looking up at you. This is all in the documentary. My buddy did it. It's a great, I Am Santa Claus. Look it up. It's a great documentary.
I think actually one of my friends was a producer of that.
What's that, buddy?
One of my friends were a producer of that.
Oh, so you've seen it.
Yes, I have.
There you go, man. It's great. It's fantastic, man. Here's somebody, Elaine, saying that her son got to talk with Santa during a blizzard when he worked for Sears. He said that Mr. and Mrs. Claus were both wonderful people. Of course, how could they not be? But as we get talking about the Concord Mall and malls in general that have gone away, can you think of any malls that have gone away that make you sad? I mean, arcades in malls were awesome. Remember that? Oh, we had a lot.
So there was this one awesome arcade in the Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrence that's no longer there. The Burlington Mall is. You should look up that. That's pictures as well. That's completely gone. It's down.
It's kind of sad.
But
it's kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. I just heard that Lord and Taylor is completely closing down as well. That's like the first store that was in most malls. But.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that as far as the Concord Mall, I mean, it's sad for them. They lost Santa Claus. He passed away. I mean, we heard that yesterday, I believe. And then I heard Kelly. I actually saw Kelly, the wino Kelly, who we love. That's a joke, Kelly. You know that. She likes her wine, though. She saw. She said on Facebook that Cafe Riviera was closing down. We looked at it. Apparently, they are. And I read their reasoning for it. I think Kelly has it up, but I read the reasoning, and it was very passive aggressive. And it was basically saying, "We've loved to serve you for years, but it sounded like the mall wouldn't work with them on pricing, so we were leaving after like 40 years." And I was like, "Man, it's like a staple there. Why would the mall allow that? Ugh. These malls. Last time I was there, they had a place called Cool Topic, not Hot Topic. They had Cool Topic there.
There was a bunch of there's a bunch of those kind of stores that seem like knockoffs. Do you remember Dappy? That was a cool one.
Yes, I do. You say Daffy?
Dappy, D-A-P-Y.
No, there's a Dappy up in North Jersey. I remember, but Dappy, I don't remember Dappy. What was Dappy?
It was like the combination of Spencer's and Hot Topic. All the weird stuff.
Oh, that was probably, I love those stores. That was probably awesome, dude. I just got really excited over that. But hey, listen, we'll get back to malls in a little while, but Joey Dominic, I'm going to appear really quick before I let you go on your show. Tell me about it and tell me when they can watch.
So it'll be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. We'll go live on the Invest 360 Facebook page. I'll put the link in the comments after this show and after I do all that. But it's basically about like self-help, self-promotion, and highlights people and all the good stuff that they do, and also gives advice to people who are trying to find their way out in the society and through COVID right now.
Well, I'm the best. Like I said, Joey, I got to tell you, I'm the best at giving advice but not taking advice, so it's going to be a great show. I can't take my own advice, but I can give it out. I'm like a psychiatrist.
That's awesome, but they're going to learn about your podcast. They're going to learn about all the cool things that are Brian Soscia, just like the previous guest. So it's going to be a fun time. So, well, we're looking forward to it, Joey. We always like that you've been so giving and so wonderful to the show. Joey always creating funny videos and stuff, and he'll be getting more involved as we go along with the podcast, which you can find Soscia Network, Soscia, spell it correctly, network on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Joey, I'll talk to you when am I going to be on your show? Wednesday, right? Wednesday, 6 p.m. I'll put the links in the comment section a little later. All right, brother. Thank you, man. No problem. You take care. See you guys later. You sociopath. Sociopath rule. Love you, Joey, man. Later, buddy. So that's Joey Dominic. We checks him from time to time. It's good to hear from him. But a lot of stuff going on the show tonight. It says that Danielle
Marion, apparently. Her brother Alex was the official Santa Claus in Texas. You know Santa? That's awesome. Rich, my adult kids have always given me the Santa pick from Bridgewater. Yeah, man. The Bridgewater Mall, Santa Claus. There's a lot of good Santa Clauses out there. We thank all of them. I don't want to get too sad. I just want to honor that Santa guy because I know everybody thought that. Everyone was kind of upset in the area. And I'm upset about Cafe Riviera closing Concord Mall. Why would they do that? That place is like a staple. I don't know why they wouldn't renew or whatever was going on there. I can't figure it out, but like it seemed like they just didn't want to renew because of pricing options. They couldn't work. That's what it seemed like when I read. So we have to, I enjoyed them, but since we're talking pizza, I want you to post in the topics the best place to get pizza. Let me know. I'm always looking for a new place to get pizza. And if I haven't been there, I want to see it, man. Let me know. Post the best place to get pizza. You can call it into if you want, 302-468-6909. Excuse me. You will, if you listen, you'll know that my favorite place to get pizza in Wildwood is Max Pizza. Nothing like it. Max Pizza is amazing. Lorenzo Brothers in Philly's really good. And there's some other really good ones around the area too, but drop it in the comment section, the best place to get pizza. And you know what? We're talking pizza, so hit the love button too. Hit those, I like the hearts. It's exciting because we can see a lot of hearts for pizza, and then it makes me feel like I don't gain as much weight when I eat it. So come on, hit the heart button. There you go. Watch it roll up, and people are going to scroll by, and they're going to see love, and they're going to stop and check it out. We're all going to hang out. Make sure you hit the share button too. Danielle, so what's your deal? What do you mean, what's my deal, Danielle? I'm a weird dude. I don't know. What's my deal? You tell me what my deal is. What's my deal? Tell people, and also in the comment section, maybe you can tell me what my deal is, because I don't know what my deal is. What does she mean by that? How do I answer that, Danielle? What's your deal? Tell me in the comment section what my deal is so I can answer her, because I don't know. All right, we're talking good pizza places. Let's see. Oh, they're coming like crazy. Hey, what's up, George? Thanks for checking in, buddy. Newark 896. Mario's Chuck says, Cafe Riviera, the best pizza and sangria. Kathy says, that's it, man. That was good times. Let's see. Granite Mall was the best. That's right. That's mall manager Pam. Stone Harbor Pizza, Marina says, the new mall owners are trying to push businesses out to revamp the mall. I'm not saying that. Kelly says that. That's what she's talking about, the Concord Mall. Gigi's in Spring Hill, Florida. David likes pizza there. What else do we have over here? Let's see. Pizza. Mac and Nico. That's right, Dan. Chesapeake Inn. Good. You get the thin crust with a little bit of shrimp and a little bit of crab on it. Oh, la la. I don't know why I'm speaking French about pizza. That doesn't make much sense. Let's see. Margaritas in Newark, Drew says. Thanks for hanging out, Drew. Hey, listen, I didn't know you're here, Drew. I didn't know you were here until you commented. So if you're here and you're not commenting, just say hi so I know you're here. And hit the heart button because it's Saturday night, baby. To the heart buttons. All right, I love it. So we're talking about Cafe Riviera right now closed down. That's sad, man. Andrea saying Cafe Napoli in Kirkwood Highway. Oh, seafood pizza. Yeah, that is good there. I've had that there, actually. My house, Charisma says, has the best pizza. I love that. All right. I love to go to Sharky's when I was a kid. That's too bad they're gone, Chuck says, pizza-wise. Okay, so I was waiting for you guys to tell me my deal so I can tell Danielle that. I don't know what she means by that. So let's continue on. 302-468-6909. You want to call in. That's 302-468-6909. Let's see. Who's trying to call in? Nobody right yet. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to man the phone lines. So the next thing, Pat's on Kirkwood Highway, she's saying. That's her place, Annie says. Look at that. If you see, we get this feature I'm playing with where I can put the comments up down right there. So you're going to see your name appear up there. Thank you for that. Tony's Pizza as well in Newark. What else do we see here for good pizza pie? You got to love pizza pie. Thank you for that, Mariana. I want to talk about a lot of other stuff tonight, too. As we talk about pizza, I'm getting off track. I get all excited when I see pizza. Your deal is you're never going to grow up and have fun forever. Thank you. I was asking you what my deal is. Somebody said that on the comment section. That is true. I will never grow up and have fun forever. I mean, I'm grown up. I try to pay my bills. I do pay my bills. I have a family, but I like to be a goofball. I was actually thinking today, this is really weird, but making prank phone calls, I haven't done it in a while, but that's one of my favorite things to do. Isn't that strange? We're going to call. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening here. Try to get this guy on the air, whoever he is. Guy, girl, I don't know who it is. Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Frankie. It's from Claymont, buddy.
Frankie from Claymont. You called him before. You're the Family Feud guy, aren't you?
That's right, man.
Have you lost once yet?
No. 2 weeks in a row, I have the number one answer.
And I think last week we did like 2 of them, and you got number one on both of them, right?
Correct. That's correct. I know the one was the Friends' most popular character, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one.
I don't remember. I drew a blank from 5 minutes ago. I don't know my name. If you ask my name, sometimes I'm not sure of it. I'm not quite sure. So we're talking about a lot of stuff tonight, man. As you're viewing, you're checking it out. We appreciate that. And he says, I need to be a little bit like Peter Pan. Okay. So thank you. So
that's odd.
No, well, she's saying because that means I'll never grow up. She thinks that's cool about me. I guess.
Oh, okay. I got you. I didn't realize that.
So we talked about Santa Claus dying from Concord Mall earlier. That's very sad. A lot of people in shambles over that, which I understand why. But we had another death recently. The guy from Black Panther, Jackie Robinson. You know him.
Yeah, I saw it last night, and Black Panther too, the big movie. I couldn't believe it because he's so young. Obviously, he had a cancer diagnosis, but pretty crazy. He had stage 3 cancer. I believe it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and just kind of kept making movies and didn't tell anybody. And then, obviously because it seemed so sudden, obviously, because nobody had known about the cancer.
Yeah, it was crazy because again, it came out and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" They said he was doing interviews and everything, and you wouldn't have known. They were saying because he didn't complain, he just did his thing. So I mean, he was a big loss. I mean, some great movies he was in. So we got thinking. I saw a text come in. This was from a text line we had earlier. I saw, or I should say, a comment came in on Twitter earlier about how Santa passed away. They saw that I keep calling him Black Panther and Jackie Robinson. His real name, of course. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that. That's the ultimate respect to me because I'm paying homage to his characters. But his real name, of course, Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
Great talent. So we miss him immensely. But people were commenting about, let's see, it's crazy how he died on the day Major League Baseball was celebrating Jackie Robinson. Chuck Sullivan says, is that a fact?
Yeah, and that is crazy because it's usually earlier in the year, but because of them pushing the season on, they did it on the anniversary of, I believe, when he came into the league. So just what a crazy coincidence. And like I said, when I saw it, I had thought maybe it was from like a car accident or something, just because, like I said, he's so young and we hadn't heard that he was sick.
Yeah, you hear that stuff and you're like, whoa. And here's the thing. It's always interesting to me when celebrities pass away because we don't even know them. We know them through their work. So, it's just interesting to me. But this guy, he wrote in earlier, and he said to talk about this, and I'm curious. I mean, this is crazy. This is just something that was written in that I want to take the temperature on to see if this is a real thing. He said that some guys at his work have something called a death pool. It's kind of morbid. Basically, they pick 5 or 10 guys. I think it was 10 guys, maybe 10 people, celebrities or anybody that they know. They don't pick people they know, but like celebrities, and they have a death pool, and they have points for like if they're younger, and they bet money on it. Have you ever heard of something like this?
No, I haven't.
It's probably better off. You're probably a stand-up guy then, not like this scumbag. No, I'm kidding.
Right, but I tell you, that's usually come in threes. So you might want to get another pick. Right? I hate to say it like that and sound morbid, but usually these things come in threes.
Yeah, they come in threes. So I know. I was talking to one of my friends before I came on, Chris Robinson, I believe. Is he from the Trailblazers?
Cliff Robinson.
Oh, Cliff. I thought it was Chris Robinson because I thought of the Black Crowes guy.
Yeah.
Cliff Robinson.
Yeah.
He passed away, but I didn't know that. So apparently, I guess that would be the third celebrity if you include Santa. But this guy was trying to pick. He was trying to pick a death pool, and he said, "I need another celebrity. So who's the next one to go?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to answer that. That's terrible. But I'm going to make you answer that on the phone. If you had to pick somebody for your death pool right now, because that's what they're doing." Who would you pick?
People are going to hate me, though.
Why?
I'd have to go Betty White.
Well, here's the thing. It's not that you want them to die.
I hate to say, but she's getting up there. Not to sound morbid, but
no, she's getting old. I feel like Betty White will live forever. She said she has a steady diet of vodka and hot dogs, and that's what keeps her young. Betty White, baby.
Well, I guess I'd better start eating vodka, eating hot dogs, and drinking vodka.
Eating vodka, drinking hot dogs. After you're drinking a vodka, you'll be eating vodka, drinking hot dogs. You won't even know where you're at. It'll be great. Let's say Louis says, like Kelly Preston, John Travolta and Kelly wanted to stay private. That's why they didn't let anybody know. Kevin Nicholas Henry Hook loves the show. We appreciate that. He spelled my name incorrectly. We lost Reggie too, Jenny says. I'm sorry. I was very tied up in my family so far this last couple of days. Reggie. Who's Reggie that we lost? Do you know, caller?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, Regis. She spelled it wrong. We lost Regis.
Oh, Regis, but that was a couple weeks ago.
But still, I mean, he was great, Regis.
No, he was. I know, but as you know, Soscia, in the world we live in now, it's like, day to day, almost hour to hour, minute to minute, the news cycle kind of.
Well, here's one. Chuck Sullivan, Chuck Sullivan just checked, and he said the next celebrity to go is going to be Ozzy Osbourne. And you know what? I love Ozzy.
Ooh, yeah.
That's not. I mean, I understand why you would choose that. Let's see. The one of the creators of the Black Panther, Jack Kirby's birthday was yesterday too. Oh, how about that, Rob? When he passed away. There's a radio station in Tampa that does a bit where they bet money. Whoever has the most dead people at the end wins the money. Okay, so that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Linda, thanks for checking in. Heather, hey, what's up, girl? Let's see. People.
Another one too. I can't remember if he just passed. I think he's still alive. Is Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas's father? He's like 100, I believe.
I think he passed away. Did
he end up then? Maybe you might be right.
Fairly recently. Yeah.
Okay. I could.
Ooh, Jenny's saying the front man from Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, could be a celebrity that could go at any moment. I mean, I could see. Well, you got to think. What's the dude from? Oh my gosh. I'm like blank. How do I blank this? I'm embarrassed to be live blanking this. Rolling Stones. Keith Richards. I mean, that guy, is he going to live forever?
Oh wow.
You would think.
Yeah.
And the rest,
all those guys, Ozzy, Steven Tyler, him, they've all kind of had crazy lifestyles and been lucky, obviously, to survive. A lot of those musicians with that 27 Club and things like that.
Yeah, they lived hard, though. These guys live hard, man. And I've seen it being in the radio industry. I've seen, maybe I'll share stories on my podcast or something or another time, but I've seen a lot of craziness. I like to watch the craziness. I don't really get involved with it. But there's some crazy stuff I've seen how these guys would party. It was insane. Bullet Bob Armstrong passed away. He was a big pro wrestler back in the day, and his son is actually the Road Dogg. He was somebody. George just said that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And who wrote the Heroin Diaries?
Louis, wait a minute. Louis said that Douglas passed away a few years ago. Tony Bennett, Vanessa Bello. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but I love you, Bello. You know that. Vanessa Bello checks in for Tony Bennett. Willie Nelson, Daniel says, is going to be the next celebrity to go. And Chuck says weed is keeping them alive. He said marijuana is what's keeping them alive. and then that CBD oil is helping them. And then Linda says Mick Jagger could go. Let's see. Jenny says they must be immune to death from all their partying. I agree with that, Jenny. Hold on. Let's see. I'm getting off here. So Tony Bennett, that's one we have. These are people writing in who they think the next celebrity that we could lose is. And this is nothing to be mean. It's just somebody brought up what's called a death pool. And in a death pool, you bet money. I've never done this. You bet money and you pick random celebrities. It could be younger, older. You have your reasoning. So they're all coming in now. These people weighing in. You can post yours in as well. Vanessa is saying Tony Bennett. Let's see. Daniel saying Willie Nelson, which Mick Jagger, Linda saying. Let's see. The naughtier you are, the longer you live. Do you agree with that, caller?
No. I mean, realistically, no.
Ooh, no, it sounds like a T-shirt or a bumper sticker, but that's not true. That's not true. Let's get real naughty. Let's go out and rob banks, and let's do let's break laws, and we'll live forever. I get it. You're being funny, and I get it. Let's see. Ooh, it pains me to say this one. It really does, and this really pains me to say because I absolutely adore this guy and I love him. But she does have a point. I don't know how he's doing now, but I saw him fairly recently on a Back to the Future. I think it was like a video thing they did. Jenny's saying Michael J. Fox, but I love him, man. That's going to be a rough one for me. Matter of fact, as we talk about this, I hate to get down this death road, but it's interesting. Which celebrity deaths affected you the most? You can put that in the comments section too. I'm wondering. I mean, I'm going to talk guys like Roddy Piper because he was a big fan of. Like growing up, I was a big fan of his. But before we get into that, we're going to continue on with some of these ones people are saying. Macaulay Culkin. Chuck Sullivan says Macaulay Culkin's out of here. He just turned 40. He put a thing up about you.
I couldn't believe that. Then he said, "Here, you want to?" I believe he said, "Here, you want to feel him?" and put his picture.
No, yeah, I mean, I he did say that, and I was like, "Oh God, I do." That's terrible. By the way, Joey Dominic made a very cool reface app of me in the comments section with as Macaulay Culkin. It was really funny. We appreciate that. But okay, now let's see the deaths that affected you the most. Vanessa's asking, before I get in this, yes, it is a Double Dare t-shirt. I'm very proud of it. It took me years to find that. I'm a huge Double Dare fan. Mark Summers is the best game show host of all time. We'll talk about that another time. Hey, Samantha's hanging out. You at the club tonight dancing? What are you doing, Samantha? Ann's here hanging out too. Okay, so celebrity deaths that affected you the most. Boom, boom. 2 right away that came in. Robin Williams, Mike and Jenny both said Robin Williams one after another. I understand that because that was kind of out of the blue, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, he committed suicide. That was, plus who didn't love Robin Williams, all the great characters he had, and just, made everybody laugh. That's a good one.
Yeah, Lisa's saying Robin Williams too. A lot of Robin Williams is coming through.
Yeah. I know a lot of Michael Jackson too, I would think, too, for a lot of people that love him.
I didn't see that yet. Let's see what's coming through. Let's see. Kobe, of course. That's a good one from Jenny. Yeah, that affected a lot of people, Kobe. That was such a sad thing. Anna Nicole Smith on Andrea saying Anna Nicole Smith affected her the most. It was her freshman year of high school and she cried like crazy. Do you remember how big Anna Nicole Smith was at one point? She was so popular. I mean, that was a big deal.
Yeah, when she did that guest Gene ad, and then obviously Playboy too. Yeah,
and then look at it, go right in the gutter of Playboy. I'm talking about reality TV. I wasn't even thinking of Playboy. What a pervert! Get him off the line. Should I clock him for being a pervert?
She was considered the next Marilyn Monroe because she had the look, obviously.
Yeah, she sure did. She was very, very pretty, and we lost her young. I don't, it's just senseless to me. Kamala died. That's what Louis saying. Kamala, old WWE superstar. Linda saying Roddy Piper, Frank Sinatra, and John Denver upset her. Kenny Rogers, Kelly said, upset her. On a warm song. No, was it? Wait, with the gambler. I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep. So we took turns on something about James. We broke even. If you want to say the words, there's words I can't speak or something. You got to know when to hold. I know the song, but it's not coming to me. Know when to fold them. You know that song? Yeah. Know when to fold. I'm a gambler. You are. I know. We've talked to you about that before. Know when to run. You never count your money. I'm gonna stop singing. A lot of people saying Robin Williams. Tracy saying Robin Williams. Definitely Kenny Rogers. How they're saying. Owen Hart, Daniel says. Now, if you don't know Owen Hart was a WWE wrestler who fell from the rafters in Kansas City. I was actually watching when it happened, and I'll never forget it. It was like real, but not real. It was insane. That affected me too. I mean, as I was younger, that was just terrible. John Candy. Yeah. Oh, ooh la la. That's Michael. Oh. Dude, 2 great ones. John Candy. My friend, I had a friend, I remember he was at my house when John Candy passed away. He was all bummed out because he loved, you got Harry Crumb. You got John Candy was Uncle Buck. Come on, man. Summer Rental was so good. John Candy, that was just such a sad, sad thing. That's a great one, Michael. Patrick Swayze, Michael says too. Both fantastic human beings. He says Patrick Swayze had Roadhouse, everything else. He was incredible.
Chris Farley was one for me too.
Who's that? I didn't hear what you said.
Chris Farley.
Oh yeah, Chris Farley was rough. I mean, it's a shame because you feel bad for him. He had so much talent. Chris Farley was amazing. So many good movies there. Oh, Jenny with a good one. And I will always love you. If she didn't pass away, my singing would have just killed her. Whitney Houston, man, she was just, her voice was like an angel, man. Drugs, man, drugs. I think I should, allegedly, or was that ever confirmed? That was confirmed, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Patrick Swayze, Mary saying Tina Turner, she's been fighting ill for a while. Chuck says, I didn't realize that. Tina Turner always looked young to me. No matter, you know what? If Tina Turner, just for looking so amazing, to be an amazing performer, all the stuff she endured as a woman coming up in the industry and with her ex-husband and stuff, that crazy man, I've seen the movies. Give her hearts. Come on, tell him, caller. Say, hit the hearts. Yell it. Hit the hearts. Yell it.
Hit the hearts.
That's not yelling. Yell it.
Hit the hearts, baby.
You heard him. Hit him. Hit him for Tina Turner. We love Tina Turner. She's incredible.
You sound like I was when I was a kid when I would have my toy gun being out in the yard and trying to pretend like you're shooting your friends.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a really good one. Farrah Fawcett. That was the same day Michael Jackson died. Poor Farrah Fawcett. The poster,
that's right. I forgot.
The poster that hung on everybody's wall. I'd seen that poster. I was a young man myself when I saw it in my grandparents' basement. I believe it belonged to one of my uncles back in the 70s or 80s, whenever it was out. But I remember being a young man and getting strange feelings when I saw that poster. It was a very popular poster. Farrah Fawcett, yeah, she kind of got the shaft because when Michael died, it was all about Michael that day. So, God rest Farrah Fawcett. Oh, Andrew's got a great one. I was on the air when this happened. I actually announced this. I announced the Michael Jackson death, and I'm not proud that he died. I was a fan of his, but I was the first one in the area when I was on the air in Philly to announce it. I broke into a song and announced it right away. Chester Bennington, Yeah, man. And how the songs released after suicide, talking to myself, one more light. It seemed like cries for help. Yeah, I mean, I actually had the unfortunate time of doing that on the air. Saying too, when Prince died, that was another one that affected a lot of people. Prince, I did that on the air. I was on the air when that happened. And when that stuff happens, it's like numbing. Charlie Daniel, Charisma says, let's see. Who else we have coming in? These are celebrity deaths that affected you the most. John Lennon. That's definitely one that affected a lot of people. Linda saying Owen Hart. Lisa says Jim Henson. Jim Henson. Lisa remembers when Jim Henson passed away. She was in middle school. It is still sad to me. You know what's funny, Lisa? I'm a big fan of Jim Henson's work. Huge. And that blew me away too. And I think about celebrity deaths that affected you the most. John Lennon. To the world. That's definitely one that even half of a percent of the joy that man brought to the world, I will have done my job as a human being. Big fan of Jim Henson, visionary. Yeah. Bernie Mac and Heath Ledger.
And when you say him, that makes me think Mr. Rogers too.
Oh, Mr. Rogers, that deeply affected me. And the thing was, he was older, but it was still so sad because Fred Rogers, everything he did, man, it was incredible. Again, he's another one. If I could be half as good a human being as that guy was, he was incredible. Jenny says Bernie Mac. Okay, you know what's funny? I used to like the Bernie Mac show. It was fun. And Heath Ledger, that was a sad one for a lot of people. Young guy, a lot of talent, and then shot down, man. Drugs, right?
Yeah, that was drugs too.
Charisma says Jim Henson, she used to be called Kermit in high school. And this is for you. Let's see if I can do it. I have Coca-Cola I'm drinking. Hold on, let me try it. Kermit the Frog here, reporting live. Kermit the Frog. Yeah. All right, let's see who else. These are deaths that affected you the most. Darren Dalton, Rob says. Let's see. Darren Dalton. Dutch. Excuse me, we just talked about Prince. Christine saying she cried when Prince died. Boogie Woogie Brown was a big professional wrestler in the area for the old ECWA when it was still good. That was something that affected her, and he was very beloved as a local guy in the region. Eddie Guerrero, he's a wrestler. He died young. That's sad. That is a very sad story. He got off drugs and then passed away after he was kind of getting his life back together. Let's see. Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's one that came in. Let's see who else. Please don't. I'm really
it was drugs too. So that goes to that shirt from the girl earlier who was saying about living hard helps. Like here's all the proof it doesn't. Not to be
right. And then, well, here's one. Here's one. Jenny's saying Cliff Lee, but I just saw another one come in. Hammer's now supposed to have Hammer. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Hammer saying Paul Walker. That was out of nowhere. That shocked a lot of people. Paul Walker passing away.
Yeah.
I mean that was a rough one, dude, for a lot of people.
I mean, they were in the middle of shooting the Fast and Furious movie too, so that kind of they had to have his brother come in and do some. And kind of change how they did the movie, obviously.
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. Here's one, Tug McGraw. And wait a minute, Jenny, Cliff Lee passed away. Did Cliff Lee pass away?
The only Cliff Lee I know is the one who played for the Phillies. He didn't.
I think she.
Oh, she's thinking Roy Halladay, probably.
That was shocking for a lot of us locally. I mean, that was crazy. That was just nuts.
That was in a plane accident, obviously.
Yeah, that was nuts, man. Let's see. Sally Starr, she was a local legend. David Bowie, and saying, who else? Let's see. Nancy says Elvis. I wasn't around when Elvis passed away, or I don't remember if I was. I don't remember the year. Probably early 80s, maybe. I don't remember. But
didn't Tom Petty pass away too?
Nobody said Tom Petty yet. That was so shocking to a lot of people. That was sad, man. I was on the air when he passed away too. We went all Tom Petty. It was awesome. I mean, it wasn't awesome, but it was an awesome tribute. Celebrity deaths that affected you or that shocked you the most, and there's so many ones coming in. Tug McGraw, it's funny, and Pete Rose, Charisma saying, Pete Rose, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Now they're just yelling out baseball players. He's not dead. Pete Rose isn't dead. What are you talking about?
He's in Vegas doing signings. That's what Pete Rose is. Where he should be.
His chances of getting Hall of Fame might be dead, but he's not dead. All right, let's see.
Right.
Tug McGraw, when I worked at the Grand Mall, I had this girl that was lost. This little girl, she was crying, and I worked for the customer service. She kept crying her eyes out. And she goes, I'm lost. I said, okay, who are you with? I'm with my grandpa. Who's your grandpa? It was a card show going on, a baseball card show. And she goes, Tug McGraw. And I went, this kid just saw Tug McGraw somewhere, like a picture, and and I'm like, oh, really? What's your Tug McGraw? And I'm like, okay. And then at that second, here comes Tug McGraw walking up. I guess an autograph on a Rita's water ice napkin. He was awesome. He was so nice, man. Tug McGraw.
Yeah. And crazy to think you have a son who, doesn't follow his footsteps in sports or anything, but then has that huge country music career, obviously.
And that's a lot of talent in that family, man. A lot of talent in that family. Who else? Let's see. The space shuttle tragedy was a shock. Yeah, the challenge. I agree. David from Florida saying that. John saying, Al Gal. It's our pal, Al Gal, Sally Starr. Yeah, that's a good one. Kyle Garcia in the house. Who's he saying? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Jerome Brown, number 99. That's right, from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Very good one.
That was a big.
Well, that would be Reggie White then. You can include too.
Yeah, Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, right? Isn't that what they called him?
Yep, that is what they call him.
Look at me go. Look at me and my football knowledge. You thought I only knew the XFL. Ha, ha, ha. All right. That's a good one. Oh, what? Denise Paul's weighing in with a great one. Here we go. See if you can guess who it is. Now up to bat for the Phil. I can't do it. Hold on.
Harry Cowan.
Drive deep to center field. It could be it, baby. It's out here. Michael Jack Schmidt. Yeah, dude, that's a great one, man. Harry.
Yeah, he used to always start long drive.
Oh, Kelly. She's saying George Michael. Got to have faith. The faith. Wham. He was from Wham. A lot of great ones coming in, man. So Dale Earnhardt Sr., his death changed the rules of racing, Jenny says. Listen, for all these people we're talking about that we lost, whether they had issues, demons, whether we lost them suddenly, whether it was diseases, whatever, hit the heart button for them, man. Because I'll tell you what, they deserve it, man. They deserve it. All right, somebody just corrected me. They said Elvis passed away in 1977, so I definitely wasn't around for that. But when Elvis passed away, if you were around, that had to be a big deal. But, I mean, was that sudden? Because we know now that he was apparently into some stuff. So was that known back then? Did people know it could be coming? Was it shocking when it happened? Ann says President Kennedy, the first time she saw her father cry, that was a big loss back then. I mean, that was crazy. Richie Ashburn, Chuck saying, Linda Dale Earnhardt Sr., Carrie Fisher. Huh, yeah, I feel bad even saying that. I wasn't even thinking about Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
And David's from Florida, so he's letting us know Jerome Brown was from Brookville, Florida. Did you know that, caller?
Yeah, I did. Reggie White was actually doing a live thing with Billy Graham and announced it to a Veterans Stadium, and the whole stadium was shocked. Because that's before the days of social media where when something broke, everybody knew it, obviously.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, is that true that Elvis died on the toilet? Rob's saying that. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
I think that's the rumor.
I don't know if that's
where he was found.
I don't know if that's true. We'll find out if that's true.
Right.
Let us know in the comment section. Did Elvis die on the toilet? I've always heard that, but I don't know if there's any validity to that. How about a good media guy from Philly, Jim O'Brien? Yeah, we'll salute Jim O'Brien. Salute to you, Jim, a media guy. Why not?
Oh, yeah, Gary Papa then, too. He was a good one, I thought.
Yeah, Gary Papa. Gary Papa was heart-wrenching. That was heart-wrenching. Grew up watching that guy. I'll tell you, there's going to be a guy that I don't wish it on him, but whenever that day comes, Philadelphia's going to be in mourning. Guess who I'm talking about? A news anchor. Come on, man.
Jim Gardner.
That guy's like, yeah. I mean, but he'll live forever. I feel like that guy. He can't not be on TV. He's a part of our life. Let's see. Apparently, God, I'm sorry.
As we talk about we were talking about the celebrity death pool too. I hate to be morbid once again, but I believe it was Chuck had mentioned somebody who wasn't feeling well. It came with Alex Trebek, obviously with the pancreatic cancer, but obviously want to see him. Obviously, he's beating it right now, and that's great. To see him having progress, because that's that's what Swayze had, I believe, was that stage 4 pancreatic, which is I think the worst you can get.
I think that's pretty bad. So, we'll keep him in our prayers. Hit some love buttons for Trebek, man. He's a big part of our growing up, too. I mean, he was always on TV. People weighing in about Elvis. Jenny saying Elvis's grandson just died young, too. I didn't know that. Charisma saying she remembers when Elvis died. She was like 11 at her aunt's, and she was crying. Yeah, a lot of people. Here's Louis saying that heart attack. It's rumored that he was on the toilet. Here's another. Oh, here's a good one from Louis, too. Look at that one. Look at the bottom of the screen. I can't believe nobody said this yet. John Ritter, man. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you.
Yeah, he was doing 8 Simple Rules, too, with Katie Seagal.
Yeah, that was a great show. But Three's Company. Come and knock on our door. That's in my head.
We were talking game show host. How about Ray Combs, too? Remember the guy from Family Feud?
We talked about him a couple weeks ago. I think he was one of the best game show hosts of all time. But hold on. We'll get back to that. Yep. I want to see what everyone else is saying here. There's a lot of comments coming in. I love Dave Roberts. Kelly says, definitely Dave Roberts was great. I I don't remember when Dave Roberts passed away. I'm sorry.
The weatherman. I don't know he did pass away.
This is what I mean. These people are just starting rumors. People are dead. If he's not,
now we're killing people off.
Look, if any of these people you're saying are dead are alive and they die, it's your fault. I didn't. I'm not. I'm just asking questions.
It could be.
I got two for Dave Roberts. I didn't know about that. Oh, they're saying. They were guessing that it was Dave Roberts that we were talking about because we.
Okay.
Jerry Blavitt, the Geeter with the heater, the boss with the hot sauce, he'll live forever. That's what John says. Yeah, the Geeter, man, the Geeter, radio great. We pay homage to him as well. Let's see. Jackie O. Linda says, yeah, you guys are very morbid. You guys are able to do great with morbid comments. So we should change for a little while. We have a little while left here to hang out. So, do you want to play a game? Let's play a game.
Yeah, I'm in.
Well, you're undefeated in Family Feud, so we're going to change the subject because we don't want to get sad. Let's see. So as we're waiting for the comments to stop rolling in about that, let's change the subject. We'll play a game here in a minute. Family Feud. You're undefeated. You called and you've been you're 3 for 3 here, right, with Family Feud?
That's correct.
All right, I love it. All right, let's see. As we're waiting for that, let's see. I'm going to ask you a question, and you can comment in the comment section. Hit the love button if you're here tonight. Hit the love button, baby. And hit the share button, too. Baby, do it. It's a Saturday night, baby. And I'm yelling. I'm going to wake up my 2-year-old, so please hit the love button. So when I get off here and get yelled at for waking up my 2-year-old, I can at least say we had a little hearts going to spread love around the area tonight. John Belushi, Chuck, that's a good one. That was sad. All right, so generally speaking, there was a survey that was done by YouGov. Generally speaking, do you think that hard work pays off? Generally speaking, do you think that hard work pays off? And what do you think most people said? Yes, it does. No, it generally does not, or they just don't know. Leave it in the comments.
I would say definitely yes.
Okay. Generally speaking, does hard work pay off? Yes, it generally does. No, it generally does not, or it you don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments section.
I think it's going to come down to, are you that pessimistic or, the half glass full or half glass empty person kind of?
It does, and it comes down to a lot of stuff. It comes down to also, you can work really hard, but you also have to fall into sometimes luck or opportunity, too. So you can look at it that way, too. Before we get too deep, I'm just curious what people would say, because I saw that survey come out today. And let's see. A lot of people saying yes. They think most people said yes. Comment in the comment section. It does, Ann saying. Kelly saying yes. A lot of yeses if hard work pays off or it doesn't. It does. Everyone's commenting on this. Only for the self-employed, John says. No, Louis. Louis, the first one saying no, it does not generally pay off. Yes for charisma, Karen Haas-Klusman.
And I would say hard work pays off unless you work at 93.7. So sorry, buddy.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You can. I'm not saying it. You can say it.
I remember how hard you worked with all your videos, and you were the one talent there that seemed to really put a lot out. And so I'm not sorry. That sounded terrible. Now I seem.
No, I mean, don't listen. Here's the thing. You're allowed to say your opinion, but I did. It's actually, people were saying I was like the James Brown of radio. They just call me the hardest working man in radio. So when you say that, I appreciate that. I'm glad you and everybody else in the world can see that, but 1 or 2 people can't. But anyway, let's roll on because we're having a bet. I've never felt so live and so fun. We don't need them anymore. They're passé. We're the future. Here we go, baby. Let's see. So, yes, Jenny's saying it does pay off. Andrew's saying it depends on the situation. Jenny's saying, this is great. Yes, hard work does generally pay off, but then they will give you more work. Because more work and no pay. That's what they like to do, right? That's good. So, a lot of people saying, Louis saying it's time to hang up. I was actually thinking how everybody was enjoying you. Nobody was clocking you. Now, Louis Hibbs saying, get lost. I was enjoying him, Louis. Is everybody enjoying, or you want to hang up? We're going to play the game to see if he could go 4 for 4 now on Family Feud. Chuck, by the way, saying that no, most billionaires have family money. All right, Chuck saying that. Let's see. All right, you ready to play the game? Because I don't think you should be clocked. Yep. So if you don't like somebody, you have to clock them, and then they'll get off the phone. We'll get rid of them. Vanessa Bello saying it depends. If you work really hard and you're satisfied with the results, then yes. But let's see. You got to point out to your boss what you've gotten done. You got to get your work ethic over. I see what you mean. You got to show you got to kind of put yourself in a position to succeed. Is what Vanessa's saying. Samantha says she likes her job. No hard work, still gets paid. Yeah, they throw dollar bills at you, Samantha. You're always going to get paid. You swing around a pole, and I'm not making fun of you. Good for you. You're a regular sociopath. We love you. So that's a great job for you. All right, so We're playing the game now. We're going to play a Family Feud game here. See if you can get the correct answer. See if you can go 4 for 4. Excuse me. This is a big moment for you. Let's see. We asked 100 Americans. I jacked this one off a game. I usually do them myself. I jacked this one off a game. We asked 100 Americans, how much do you tip for good service? Put the number one answer, what you think it is, in the comments section. The number one answer. Apparently you insulted me. I don't know. That's what it says here. Louis says you insulted me, so I should clock you. Hammer you too. Hammer saying to clock you. I don't think you're that bad, man. Let's see. You win absolutely nothing. That's right. Chuck remembers. With this game, if you win, you know what you win? You win absolutely nothing. But in the comments section, we asked 100 Americans, how much do you tip for good service? What was the number one answer? I know what I tip. I can tell you a story about a radio station I used to work at. I'm not going to tell you what because I've worked for a lot of them, but they would send things out saying that we were only allowed to tip if we went out with clients 15%. I'll give away the answer, but I shouldn't say that. I can't say the name because I work for a lot of stations, but it was funny when that email would go out. We'd all laugh and mock them. And then we'd pay out of our own pocket to tip more if we were smart because we're not cheap. Sorry if you tip 15%, I feel like that's cheap. But if that's all you can afford, that's fine. But when you're a $1 million company, you know, you can afford more than 15%.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready for my answer.
All right. Let's see. We're asking you, how much do you tip for good service? Number one answer. We have it down here. Let's see what everybody's saying. Tip for good service. $5. $5. Vanessa and Ann say 18%. John says 20% for Louie. 20% for Kathy. 20% for Chuck, and round up to the nearest dollar. 20% for a lot of people. Kelly, Hammer, Linda saying $500. I think she means $5. So some people just throw a fin down no matter what it costs. I always look at the bill and then I kind of percentage of the amount. Charisma says 20% for Louie, $5 for Linda. Let's see what else we have here. 20% for Andrea, 25% for Jenny. She must have been a server at some point in her life. So number one answer, how much do you tip for good service? Looking for the number one answer. What do you have, caller?
All right. Well, the rule of thumb is 15%, but you figure these people don't want to look cheap either when they're getting surveyed, no matter what. I'm gonna stick. I like 20%.
I'll tell you what. Before I give you the answer, I like 20% as well. For me, when I start tipping, I don't start at 20%. Is where I start. You understand what I mean? Like that's where I start. Right. It's amazing. I go higher, and a lot of I feel like 15%. If that's all you can afford, good for you. But I feel like that's passive. Right. If you don't leave a tip, you are a moron. You are a loser. I would do this to you, and I don't even get violent because I worked in the service industry. You have to tip for, that's how people pay their bills. Yep. Trey's saying 20 to 25%. If I use a coupon,
especially now too, with everything going on.
Chuck says if he uses a coupon, he tips the cost of the free meal. That makes sense. Let's see. Yeah. So, all right, number one answer. We'll go from the bottom up. 2 people said 10%. Cheap skates. Cheap. You're cheap. Wow. You said that. Then people just answered $20. I don't know what that means. 7 people said that. I guess $20 for whatever they do. $20 tip. I like that. 25% was the next person. 18 people said 25%. 22 people said 15%. That's what a former company I worked with, like I said, it was embarrassing. Emails would go up. You are only allowed to tip 15%. I've been in radio for so many years. I've worked for so many weird companies. Let's see. And then the number one answer. Your streak continues. 20%. Yes. That's 4 for 4. Hit the level.
I think we got to start doing a campaign for Frankie from Claymont to go on Family Feud.
Frankie, I'm going to call you Frankie Feud, man. Frankie Feud from Claymont, Delaware. This is the 3rd week you've called, I believe. This is the longest we've ever talked. You were very entertaining. I appreciate that. And this is you've won. You've won absolutely nothing, as Chuck Sullivan says. Absolutely nothing. Wow. We have nothing. Not even rice roti. No British Knights from Double Dare. Double Dare. Yeah. None of that, man. We had no budget right now, so I'm in my basement.
I'm a winner getting to listen to your show and let you taking my call. I'm a winner that way.
Depends who you ask. Okay, buddy. Well, listen. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. And if you can try back in next week, what's next week's date? I actually have one of these off, so you know, too, because I'm working for, it's called Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, BKFC. I'm announcing for them. And we have an event coming up.
Checked it out a little bit last week when you mentioned it.
Yeah. We have an event coming up in Florida. So that's, it's like the week of, it's not next week, the week after. So we'll be preempted that week because I'll be watching dudes punch each other. And we signed Paige Van Zandt, if you know who she is. It's really cool. Check it out. The BKFC app. You can download that. So Thank you for coming on. Try again next week. I can't believe you're 4 for 4, man. Good job.
Yep.
All right. Nobody but one person said to clock.
Thanks for having me on Thursday.
Nobody else said to clock you, man. That's it. Only one guy. Do you have a message for him before I let you go?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's one of, like you said, he's only one. So what can you do? You can't please everyone. You know that. I'm on 60 minutes now.
Oh, you got clocked. I'm clocked. I didn't get to clock anybody tonight. You're up, so I'm clocking you. Get out. Later, buddy. Thank you, buddy. That was good times. See, that's how this goes. We didn't know that guy was great. He's been calling in 4 for 4 on Family Feud, man. Make sure you hit the love button for Frankie Feud, who just called in. Maybe you can play next week when we do that. Chuck saying he delivered papers to Atlantic Aviation in Wilmington Airport for 15 years and never received a tip from them, not even a Christmas tip. I shouldn't have just said that, but I read it out loud. So luckily, we don't have any sponsors to lose. Wow, that's crazy, man. Come back to RCP. You never know. Maybe one day, Linda. Everyone's saying bye to Frank. You guys have been awesome tonight. There was so much to talk about. Let's see. I always give $20. Or 20% is the beginning, Jenny says. Is everybody having a good time with social distancing Saturday night? I mean, we should continue this, right? Everyone's having a good time. I mean, this shouldn't go away, should it? Hit the love button if you're having a good time. Hit that love button if you're having a good time. I have a good time hanging out with you. Selfishly, this is what I love to do. I'm glad you come hang out, but I mean, this should keep going on. We shouldn't just stop this tonight. We should keep going for a little while longer, right? I don't mean tonight. I mean, in general, like you guys are having a good time, it seems like to me, which makes me happy and adds positivity in the world. So you can't beat that. All right. He says, hell yeah, Chuck Sullivan. You guys are enjoying yourself. I love it, man. Well, I want to talk about, let's see. We talked about a lot of heavy stuff tonight. We talked about death tonight. Speaking of death, the funny death, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Great movie. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Fun movie. Did anybody see Bill and Ted 3, Bill and Ted Face the Music? That came out last night. Did anybody see that? As you're putting that in the comments section, I'm curious because I actually want to check it out. I've heard a lot of different things about it. Andrea saying she misses me on the radio. It's okay, Andrea. Listen, you can follow my podcast. I talk more. I don't have to play the same 15 songs in a row. Like, what was it? Shallow every 5 seconds. Ed Sheeran Perfect every 5 seconds. Oh, it's torturous the amount of times they make us play songs in a row. So I don't have to do that. I just talk to you. If you haven't heard, as we're getting ready to talk more before we get off here, my wife and I announced that we're having a child. We're having a baby. So I want to lighten it up a little bit with that too. We're having a baby. And if you didn't listen to the podcast last week, I brought my wife on. We talked about having the baby, why or if we're finding out what sex the baby is, when the baby's due. And one thing was the baby's due in December. So is that weird to have a birthday in December? I don't know. I'm in April. My wife's in September. My son Nick's in April. So her mom, my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, she's Christmas Day is her birthday. But I feel like I don't want to gyp the kid. So you can comment about that too. Listen to the podcast, Soscia Network, SOSCIA Network on iTunes or wherever you get the stuff like that. Marky Sway in the house. We're going to try to bring him on. I called him earlier to see if he wanted to come on tonight, but he didn't return my call. Thanks for checking in, Marky Sway. Andrea, you can hear Marky Sway and more on the podcast. We actually might auction off a date. If you're looking for a date with Marky Sway, we might get into that too. We have an interview with The Miz up there. It's a lot of fun. And also, we give you the whole story about the day when I got booted. I got the old heave-ho, and so did Marky Sway, CJ Viviani, Robin Bryson. I talked to Robin Bryson about getting let go from the company. And again, I announced my awesome announcement of having a child on the way with my wonderful, beautiful wife. I hope you'll listen to that because we need advice from you. So we're going to talk about that more in the future as well. A lot of stuff going on here. We appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for all the congratulations. You know what? I'm going to be greedy. Hit the heart button again for me, having a baby with my beautiful wife. A brother or sister to my son, Nicholas. I'm so excited about that. I really am, man. You guys are all incredible. Thank you so much for all the congratulations. Everyone who's writing that. December 7th, Christine says. So that's not bad to have a December birthday. It's not a bad thing. A lot of congrats. Thank you for all the congratulations. That means a lot. So did anybody see Bill and Ted 3? It just came out last night. I heard that Alex Winter, who was Bill S. Preston Esquire, and Ted Theodore Logan. Together they are Wild Stallion. That's what I heard. It was Alex Winter went back to acting school, and I heard their daughters or something. It has something to do with it. I heard Death from. It's really funny from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journeys on there. Should I check it out? Did you see it? Nancy saying December babies get ripped off. Charisma saying Double Trouble. It's the best. Christine says. See, my goal is not to let my child even be affected by that. I'm just going to give them an awesome birthday in December, just like it was any other date. That's my goal. Let's see. Linda's niece and brother are in December. I love it. December babies get ripped off. That's my favorite. You guys are writing that. December babies get ripped off. I don't know, man. If you're born in December, you got Nancy saying that. You got Christine saying it's the best. Happy early birthday, Christine, because I'll forget December 7th. Not that I want to. It's not going to be Christmas. I just can't remember what I did yesterday. So thanks for that too. All right, listen, guys. We're going to get ready to get off here in a couple minutes. I invite you again to check out the podcast. I'm not putting anything new up right now, but I will. There's newer stuff. You got to check out about the announcement about my baby. It was so much fun. I actually had some fun with my wife, and we joke around about going through pregnancy. And she's going to be coming on a lot more too. So you hear more from her. You guys are incredible. I always appreciate you. I love you so much. And thank you to First State Update as well for carrying the show. We appreciate that too. Hit the love button before we get out of here, man. Drop your positive comments in there. If you're looking for a gig, if you're out of work, I mean, I'm out of work. I know how it feels. Put what you do. Maybe somebody can hire you. What's this? What's John saying here? You probably were working hard making another CCDC baby. Ha 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 ha. I was working hard. It's the only way to do it. April baby, Morgan says. January baby, Ann says. Let's see. You love the podcast. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what, Chuck? We didn't do one this week because I was traveling a lot, and I didn't want to give you a bad one. But more than that, we were focusing on we didn't really talk about the major announcement that much. So I put that one up this week. There'll be another one coming up though. I promise, man. A lot of technical issues as well. May babies, guys. I also think I know I said I'm getting out of here. I'll get out of here in a minute. I always run late with First State Update. I always make them stay extra. And I know that the production truck's really tired. They had a rough day. I know that. As am I. That's why I should be drinking this Jack and Coke. All right, I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. Why not? Why not hang out? What do you want to talk about? Let me know. Let me know because I had a bunch of stuff. I brought most of the conversation tonight as far as topics. This is supposed to be where you're my co-host. So what should we talk about before I go? I mean, have you heard us talk about? We talked about a couple weeks ago. How long is the longest you've gone without showering? We talked about that. We were all very honest. We talked about what else? Great. We always talk about great food. Any good food I discovered lately? I'll tell you what. I should have brought them down to show you. Here's something I'll tell you about. This will be interesting. We can talk about the worst knockoff foods, okay? And I'm not saying it's the worst, but like Coca-Cola, they have like Bubba Cola. You've seen that, or Bubba Burgers, or whatever they're called. There's frozen burgers. They're not really knockoffs. They're just not good. I don't like them. But I love Nilla wafers. Nilla wafers are awesome. So I went to the dollar store. I forget why I was even there. I was getting something like small. I needed something like junky little thing you could buy at a dollar store. And I saw Nilla wafers, or so I thought. They were vanilla wafers by like Bob's Cookies or something. It's $1. It looked like the box. I'll give it a try. In the comments section, let me know what you think, how they tasted. They weren't bad, but have you ever tried these? What's the worst knockoff product you've had? Even if it's a clothing product, like you get like a shirt that will wash out. What's like a bad knockoff product? I'm trying to think what else I've had, but the vanilla wafers from like Dollar Tree or something. Horrible. Fake Oreos, Jenny says. They're probably gross. Yeah, because they don't ever taste good. I love Nilla wafers too, man. You haven't had a Fabio moment. I'll give you that in a minute. I love Nilla wafers too, Tracy. I love Nilla wafers too. That's why I was so disappointed in the dollar store brand. They're terrible. Brutal. So the worst knockoff product you got, as we're waiting for them to come in, Charisma said she needs a Fabio moment. Hold on, here we go. Let me undo my hair. Charisma asked for this. My hair's not as long as it used to be, but I'll brush it a little. I bring down this brush every Saturday night for you to give you your Fabio moment. I can't believe it's not butter. Look, my hair's all puffy. I washed it before I came on. My head hurts, but people might stop if they're scrolling by to see what I'm doing. Then we can expand the kindness. Hit the hearts. I have a headache now. I'm really dizzy now. I'm really dizzy. I shouldn't have done that. There's your Fabio moment. Fabio with too much coffee in the system. Anything like Cheetos or Doritos, Kelly says, that are knockoffs, they're gross. I agree with that as well. Cheetos and Dorito knockoffs, like chip knockoffs, certain kinds, you just can't do it, man. You just can't do it. It's gross. It's gross. And you shouldn't even try. Mayonnaise knockoffs, Kelly doesn't like you. They are gross. They are very gross. Ooh, Andrea says dish soap that's all watery and you have to use a ton of it. I've seen it just like pours out. That's bad knockoff product as well. But you get bad mayonnaise, you know about that too. So I know what you're talking about there. I was asking for what you guys want to talk about other than knockoffs. A lot of people saying mayo. Yeah, bad mayo is not good. But apparently, knockoff peanuts. Knockoff peanuts. They're that bad? I guess. I don't know. I usually only eat Planters. I don't know. Drop in the comment section what a bad knockoff product. Knockoff phone chargers that break immediately, Jenny says. Wow, man. Yeah, that is true. The kind you buy and then they break or they mess your phone up or they catch your wall on fire. You don't want those. They're no good. They're no good. Back in the day, you used to go like you get with the knockoff purses. They still have them. I guess they do. Some of them are like good looking. Other ones are just rough. Chuck says any dollar store shampoo. Yeah, it's like water. It's like what do you say? We always get an argument. Is it water or water? Who knows? Any dollar store shampoo. No, I agree. There can be. There's deodorant like knockoffs. What did I see? There was some kind of really weird. They had because it always looks like the package, you know, and then you're like, what? This is gross. Why did I buy it? I literally put these vanilla wafers in ice cream and smashed them up so I could eat them because I like them better that way. I don't know. Let's see. Louis agreeing about the knockoff phone chargers. Yeah, they're rough, man. They're rough. So come on, you guys want me to stay on longer, but you're not bringing the comments, man. You're talking about grocery store brand sodas. Chuck says that's a good knockoff product. But I asked you, what do you want to talk about? The only person that really responded about what do you want to talk about was Morgan. She said Domino's has a new taco pizza. I'll talk about that. That sounds good, but it also sounds like you're plugging Domino's because you work there. So I understand why you said that. Well, grocery store brand sodas. Shasta wasn't that one of them back in there? Or Fago. Fake Kool-Aid's probably rough too. Knockoff hair dye, Linda's saying. Chuck says that fake Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's probably just gross. It's either too watery, too. Oh, John, that's what I'm looking for. That's a good one. Dollar Tree cologne. Those dollar store colognes. You smell horrible. That's a great one, John. That's a real. You're bringing it tonight, John. That's a great one. Let's see what else you're saying over here. Words people say differently. Do you say crayons or crowns? Water. So we have a lot of great things coming in, and I have more things people suggesting to talk about. Words people say differently. That's a good one. I like that one. We could talk about that. Jenny brought that up. Do you say crayons or crowns? Crayons or crowns? I say crayons, man. Crayons. What do you say? Crayons or crowns? Put it in the comment section. Let us know. Let's see. And I'm waiting for them to come in. We're going to talk about, let's see. The next one after that, we check in a crayon or crown. Do you say wash or worsh? Wash or worsh? I got to wash my clothes. I say wash. Charisma says crayons. I agree. I don't say crowns. I say crayons. Andrea says crayons as well. Let's see who else is saying crayons. Crayons for Kelly. She's saying that as well. Not crowns. I haven't heard maybe say crowns. Okay, so we're at wash or worsh. Whoosh. Whoosh. I can't even say it wrong. It's wash. That's the one we're looking at now. How do you say that? Let us know. Water, Andrea says. She didn't say water. She says water, LOL. That's good, Andrea. Wash, Kelly says. I agree. Crayons or crowns. That's how Christine's answering. You guys in South Philly, John says. No, it looks like that from my basement or the panel. I'm in Delco, but I grew up around there too, going up there a lot. Let's see, crayons, but I'm from Michigan. Tracy says, oh, here's a good one. Crick or creek? I go back and forth between crick and creek. There's a place where I used to grow up called Crick Road or Creek Road. My wife's from North Jersey. When she first heard the word crick, she's like, where did you ever hear to say it like that? Crick. Like she's disgusted by the word crick. It's a creek. I go back and forth. I just go back and forth between crick and creek. Crick Road, Creek Road. I always call it that too. So what do you say? Crick or creek? Let us know what comes to a body of water. That's a good one. Oh, Andrea, you came up with that too. Thank you. There's someone else who also commented on that. Let's see. Crick or creek? Tyler says crick too. All right, Tyler. Thanks for weighing in. Crick for Chuck Sullivan. He's saying crick. Tracy's saying creek. Kelly says creek as well. A lot of people saying crick and creek. I mean, they're going back and forth with that. I feel like I just go back and forth myself. It's like I change water and water. I might say Dorney Park and Wild Water Kingdom, but then I might say you want some water. I go back and forth. Park the car and says, John says soda or pop. Unless it's got to be soda, right? Soda or pop? Soda or pop? What do you call it? It's soda. Soda all day, twice on Sundays. Listen around here. Tyler says, marinara sauce, but it's marinade. There's two different ways, marinara, or marinade. Tracy calls it pop, really? Louis calls it a crick, not a creek. Because now you guys are coming with the comments. Okay, we're going to go to another one here in a minute when I'm done reading all these. You guys are... Y'all are use. I say use. Nancy says soda rather than pop. Gravy or sauce, Joe? That's a good one. Gravy or sauce? Do you call it when you put it on spaghetti? You call it gravy or sauce? So my wife grew up calling it gravy. I think my dad did too. They called it sauce. My mom, as my dad say, your mom makes the sauce, but I'll eat the gravy. I've gone to gravy a little bit since I've been home with my North Jersey wife. I've kind of switched on that one as well. Gravy or sauce? Let us know in the comment section. Sauce for Nancy, gravy for Tracy. Let's see. Sauce for Nancy, there it is. I had an ex from South who said Winder, not Water. Okay. Sauce for Charisma. She goes by Karen Haas Klusma. We call her Charisma. You see her name popping up there on the screen probably. She's saying sauce as well. That's a fun topic, man. Let's see. Sauce for Jenny. Here's a good one. Andrea said, do you call it the shore? Do you go down the shore or do you go to the beach? You go down the shore or you go to the beach? Down the shore to the beach. I go down the shore in Jersey, and I go to the beach when I go to Delaware beaches or Maryland. Forget about it. That's right, Tyler. Forget about it. Hey. Let's see. Andrea's saying beach. Beach. A lot of people saying Tyler's saying he goes to the beach. Rob says when he was in Pittsburgh, he would say soda and everyone would look at him like it was crazy. He was called Pop when he was in Pittsburgh. Beach, Delaware, shore, New Jersey. Jess. Tracy says the beach. You call it the beach or the shore? Let us know in the comments section. The beach or the shore? Jenny says the shore in New Jersey. She had it correct because she put no. The beach for Nancy. Don't we all wish we were at the beach or shore right now? Wouldn't that be great? The beach for Kelly. Yeah, Delaware beaches, New Jersey shore. All right, let's do one more. Let's do sub or hoagie. Put in the comments section. Make sure, look, we're having a good time, man. It's a Saturday night. I'm staying on a little extra for you here. So do me a favor. Smash the buttons. Smash the love button. Here's why. I'm going to tell you. Because, there you go. I'd like to see them come up. But also, if somebody's scrolling by and they see all those love things, they're going to stop. And then we add positivity to their life. So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody do it. Hit that love button and go. Smash the love button, baby. And now keep smashing. And then smash the ha button too. So you know we're having a good time. Smash the love button for hoagies and subs too, man. It's food. It's good. We love talking about food. All right. So, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to ask you one more thing. Hoagies or sub? Hoagie or sub before we get out of here? Hoagie or sub? Let me know in the comment section. Joe's saying a hoagie. I call it a hoagie too. Kelly's saying a sub. Tracy's saying a sub. Joe's saying a hoagie. Louis saying a hoagie. Sub for Christine. Sub for Linda. Sub for Chuck. A lot of people saying sub, man. They're popping up one after another. Jenny says she's mixed over there on First Date Update. She says sub, but not submarine. A hoagie is from Wawa. Yes, a hoagie is from Wawa. A hoagie is from Philly, too. Sub for Chuck. And a hoagie for Karen. Hello, Karen. Yo, what's up? What's up, sub? Jeff, I saw Jeff today. How you doing, man? Tyler, I've never heard of a hoagie. Tyler, where are you from, bro? Where are you from? How dare you? You've never heard of a hoagie. Put in the comment section where you're from, Tyler. I know you've never heard of a hoagie. Depends where you live. Sub at the beach, Tracy says. Chuck says, when you enter Delaware, it becomes a sub. It is. There's these like state lines with different rules. Different rules. All right, so come on, man. I want to know if you've never even heard of a hoagie. I want to know where you're from, Tyler. Never heard the term. Where are you from, though, buddy? If you've never heard the term hoagie. Are you joking? That's crazy. I know, but where are you from? Oh, you're from... Oh, okay, Arandac Mountains in New... Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, it's a hoagie, man. Look it up. They're really good. Actually, hoagies are different than subs, I think. The bread's different. It's a whole different thing. Anyway, have you had a Zepp? I think I've had one of them, Jenny. I think they're pretty darn good, too. Diane calling it a sub over there on First State Update. We love you on First State Update. All right, listen, guys. I'm going to jet. I got to get out of here because you guys keep commenting. I love it. But, oh, Tyler, no, I never did. Never heard of a sub. Okay. Well, you guys are amazing. So listen, hit the love button. Hit the love button for the Double Dare shirt, baby. I break this up for special nights. I love hanging out with you. I love this shirt. It took me years to get this shirt. Double Dare all the way. Love it up, baby. Now, listen, thank you so much for hanging out. We appreciate it. And we love just spreading positivity. So thanks for being here. We're going to do it again next week at 8:05. And you can check out the podcast, Soscia Network, SOSCIA Network, SOSCIA Network, Soscia Network on the podcast. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate hanging out and just being here with us and allowing me to do what I do. And just stay, hey, Diane, I see you over there on First State Update, man. You got to start commenting earlier next time. We're getting ready to close down shop here. I'm glad you like the shirt, Jeff. We appreciate that, Jeffrey Donnelly. You're the man. Thanks for hanging out, Tyler. Man, come back and hang out more often. Make sure you hit the alert button when this goes off. You can hit the alert button for First State Update or for me, so you can see whenever I go live, because I might pop on other times to go live when I don't announce it. So make sure you hit that because we appreciate it. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, everybody. And listen, you guys are amazing. I might start popping on when I have time a little more during the week. So make sure you hit that notifications button. Make sure you follow the Soscia Network and also follow First State Update. You never know. When I get something on my mind, I can just walk downstairs and pop on, and I want to start doing that more often. Soscia Network, SOSCIA Network. You can hit me on iTunes. We're on Spotify, wherever you want. You can follow the link from the Soscia Network page. You can listen to all the podcasts, including I'm Having a Baby and The Feeling Can't Be Beat. It's amazing, my wife and I. So you can get in on that, too. We appreciate it. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thank God for the cup of coffee I had on my drive home from New Jersey today. And you guys are incredible. As I always tell you, please do something nice for someone. Good night to you, Andrea. Good night, Jenny. Good night to Diane. Good night to everybody. Good night to Christine. Good night to Annie. Good night to Tyler. Good night to Charisma. Good night to Linda. Good night to everybody. Nancy, I had a lot of fun too. Christine, Krista Trucker, Chuck Sullivan, I love you, bro. Good night. Thank you guys for being sociopaths. Kelly, everybody, Jeffrey, if I'm missing you, John, thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you spread the word about the sociopaths, man, so we can spread that love and kindness. Remember, always do something nice for someone because it'll make them smile. It'll make you smile. It'll make the world a better place. And we can always use that. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for everything. We love you, First State Update. Thanks for carrying the show. And make sure you check out the podcast. Tons more stuff to come. Don't forget, hit that button when this goes off so you can find out what we're going to be doing next, because I got some crazy stuff planned for you. That's what we'll say. Good night. I love you guys. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love to do for you. It's an honor. It truly is. Good night, my